first reliving a real-life nightmare. Survivors of the Rochester Hills Splash Pad shooting speaking out, talking to me for the first time.
My toddler was up in a chair, and I noticed the gunman aiming a gun directly at her.
A mother racing to save her little girl.
I tried to call 911, but my hand was so bloody that my phone wouldn't even respond.
Parents talking about the moment they had to shield their children from gunfire, saving their lives. It's one of the most heart-wrenching interviews I've ever done. And tonight I'm bringing it to you here only on 7. Thank you for joining us. I'm Simon Shaquette.
Just heart-wrenching for sure. I'm Carolyn Clifford. You know, that night at the Brooklands Splash Pad in Rochester Hills, so difficult to relive.
We were there for less than a minute before the shooting started. I just tucked her up under me and got shot 5 more times after that.
Just 7 weeks ago, those memories haunting families who survived to this day.
Michaela Coughlin's story is unimaginable and in such a raw way highlights the impact of a mass shooting in our community.
My toddler was up in a chair, and I noticed the gunman aiming a gun directly at her and getting ready to shoot. And so I reached up to rip her out of the chair, and that's when I was hit in my hand. And then I couldn't get us out of there, so I just put her under me, tucked her up under me, and got shot 5 more times after that.
You essentially shielded your child with your own body.
Yes, yep. Yep, he was aiming at the kids directly, so.
Michaela Coughlin has never talked publicly about the day a mass shooter changed the life of her family forever. Now, just 7 weeks later, she's recalling how a stop for ice cream led to visiting this splash pad for the first time across the street.
We have our toddler that's 2 years old, and then our baby that was 6 months old at the time. We were there for less than a minute before the shooting started.
Knowing her and her daughter's lives were at stake, Michaela immediately took the step to sacrifice herself, taking the numerous bullets meant for her kids.
I saw the gun, and I saw that he was wearing a black shirt.
Unlike other survivors who never saw where the shots came from, as they took cover, Michaela could hear the shooter firing continuously, then noticed him taking aim at her own child.
I was out in the open the entire time, and I'm not sure why I'm still here, actually. He decided to put his gun down and walk away.
Once the gunman stopped firing, Michaela could feel her wounds, having been shot half a dozen times. What were your injuries?
I was hit in my right hand, the index finger, and then I was hit 3 times on my left leg, so my butt, my hip, and my thigh, and then 2 times on my right leg. And after the gunman left, my husband ran up to me, grabbed our toddler, and he had our baby. So he grabbed our toddler, and after that I just crawled to quote-unquote safety behind one of the turf mounds.
The horror of what just unfolded didn't stop there. The moment Michaela says she tried calling for help.
I tried to call 911, but my hand was so bloody that my phone wouldn't even respond.
Since that day, Michaela tells me she's had to process much more than just what unfolded. You spent 2.5 weeks in the hospital.
I had to have surgery Sunday morning on my hand to have a flexor tendon repair, a tendon removal, a nerve repair, and my bone was fractured.
Facing physical and emotional wounds, Michaela had to begin the long road to recovery.
Intensive physical therapy and occupational therapy to relearn how to walk, shower, take care of myself one-handed. My husband was discharged after, I believe, 4 days in the hospital, and so he was able to go home with our girls.
She says her 2-year-old toddler also needed to be treated for a wound that didn't appear right away.
We did not know it until 3 weeks later, but she did have a bullet fragment in her left lower leg, as she got surgery to remove that fragment.
Now, able to reflect back on what's happened, Michaela is thankful she and others who were shot all survived. But she doesn't know why this tragedy happened, only that the shooter had mental issues and access to guns.
I personally never assumed that I would be in a mass shooting.
She tells me this ordeal has forced her and her family to now live in a very different reality, one where support from family, friends, and the community has made all the difference, and where she's grateful just to be alive. In terms of your day-to-day life now, where do you find support?
thousands of strangers that are praying for us and sent donations and prayers and thoughts our way.
Michaela says she's also thankful to those who've dropped off meals and neighbors regularly checking on her family. But there are other scars, and the toll Michaela says all of this has taken, robbing her family of simple joys.
Having the injuries in my legs, we used to take a family walk every day after dinner. We can't go on walks with our family. Besides doctor's appointments, I've only left the house once in the last 6 weeks.
Why is that?
I'm just so acutely aware of how easy it is for anyone to walk into anywhere with a gun. No.
Michaela's toddler also now struggles with sleeping at night.
She is still having trauma responses to loud noises, some nightmares, and just not something that a 2-year-old should have to ever think about.
Although her infant daughter was not struck by a bullet, she too has now lost a bond with her mother. Michaela describing losing strength in her dominant hand that she previously used for nursing.
Since I can't hold her, I can't really nurse her. Being in the hospital for 2.5 weeks when I got home, she no longer wanted to latch, so this senseless act just ruined that nursing journey for us.
Through all of this, the Coughlin family remains unwilling to give up or to allow fear to hold them back. Michaela says overwhelming love and the backing of our community helps them to keep moving forward, even when the pain of a mass shooting continues to sting.
Knowing that we have thousands of people rooting for us nationwide, saying that they're so thankful our family's alive and that what we did was an inspiration.
Michaela and her husband have shown so much courage and strength these past 7 weeks. As I mentioned, much of that comes from support they've received from the sheriff's office staff and also Oxford high school students. And Carolyn, we're always prepared when we go out on interviews, but there was truly nothing I could do to prepare for what these families had to say, talking about not being able to even go for walks together, not enjoying ice cream together. Simple things that are permanently altered.
I'm just glad they're still here. You could see all of those prayers for that from that entire community wrapping their arms around that family. So much courage to even speak out and show other people their courage and give other people inspiration after such a horrific act to just keep moving forward.
Yeah, so much of their desire to do the interviews also came from wanting to thank the community. You saw all those letters from across the state, across the country.
Sending prayers, sending meals, sending hope their way. And we're sending our prayers to you as well tonight, because I'm sure they're watching.
Thank you, Carolyn. And coming up tonight at 6, I'm talking with 2 other parents and their children, speaking out for the first time since the mass shooting at the Splash Pad.
Now, after watching Simon's story, some of you may be wondering how you can help. We do have a link with a list of GoFundMe pages for the families right now on the homepage of WXYZ.com. So please go check it out and, of course, send prayers their way. They will continue to need them.